It is April 24th, 2017. This is the Watchman News, and I'm Mike Callahan. So when the Facebook shooting happened not long ago, there were some things that just didn't seem right with it. There were a lot of things that didn't seem right with it. From A to Z, you know, the fact that Dabu and I believe it was it Be Rich, was like on top of it, and they shut Be Rich down, and the manner in which they shut him down. There's a lot of stuff that just didn't add up. The simple fact that they didn't use triangulation as a way to track his every move. Folks, they can track you down to less than a square inch, okay? And it's insane how long that this went on that they didn't catch him. Now, they did say that they did use some triangulation in Pennsylvania before it was all said and done. But in my opinion, it should have been done in real time much, much faster. There's a lot of it that just does not make sense. You know, and I'm not saying whether I believe it or I don't, but what I am saying is they will use any opportunity they can to come after our rights. They will use any options that they can to prevent us from being able to get stories out, and I'm talking about alternative news media. They will do everything they can, right? And we have been an absolute thorn in the side of these, I'm not calling this a false flag, okay? I want to make that clear. I'm not calling this a false flag. But regardless, whether it's a false flag, a real event, or whatever, every time that they try to conceal stuff, every time they try to change the narrative or cover something up, we are the biggest thorn in their side. And that's awesome. That is awesome. That is our job, right? Just because CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, you name the mainstream news channel, just because they jump ship, right? They don't care about you enough to be honest. They don't care enough to do true investigative work. Doesn't mean that we don't. And that's why we're here. But they're trying to get rid of us. You already know about the whole YouTube debacle with the demonetization and all that crazy stuff. You know, well, ain't scared. Ain't scared for a second. I was born poor. I was raised poor. I live poor. Take that monetization. Take it, and you know where you can stick it. Right? So anyway, that's not what this is about. What this is about is them once again trying to disable our ability to bring you honest, true news. Okay? I know I got off on a rant there. Sometimes that's a good thing. This story is coming from Fox 8 Cleveland, and it was released 5 days ago. I am just now seeing it. As the headline says, push for Godwin's law begins as video of Cleveland murder remains online. Now, Godwin was the last name of the gentleman that was murdered. Kind of sounds to me right off the bat here like they already had something drawn up, and all they needed to do was name it. So let's read. A national campaign is underway for Godwin's law. Hear that? A national campaign. Boy, that was quick. They can't seem to get their act together and get anything done in a quick manner unless it's something taking away from us. Anyway, continuing. After the murder of Cleveland man was posted on Facebook, a man shot Robert Godwin Sr. in a random killing recorded on camera and posted on Facebook on Easter Sunday on East 93rd Street in Cleveland. That video then ended up on countless other websites, sparking outrage locally and nationally. Erie Feinberg heads a company called GIPEC, specializing in deep internet searches looking for criminals or terrorists. He is now calling for new federal regulations so what happened in Godwin's case doesn't happen again. Okay, time out here. Pause. Didn't Dabu already go down this rabbit hole? Didn't he already expose some entities that were involved in the internet and doing stuff with the internet? Go back and check Dabu's videos. He did a very, very excellent job of exposing this. Okay? So that alone about these companies and stuff like that is in one way or another, whether it was just an employer of the shooter or what, very interesting, especially considering what I just read you. Don't you think? I think it starts in Cleveland, in Ohio right now, where everybody calls their congressman and their senator. Feinberg told the Fox 8 I-Team he wants new limits on website posting horrific crimes. They created this world, and it's not an excuse to say you can't expect us to police every bit of content, post, and video. Well, you created this. You should secure it. Even days after the crime, you don't have to look for long to find the images of the disturbing crime in moments. We quickly found the video out there for anyone to see. Meantime, comments have been pouring into Fox 8. Viewers are angry because the video can't be completely wiped off the internet. Makes our pain worse because people are looking at our father as if he's not human, like he's some kind of joke, said Debbie D. Godwin, the victim's daughter said. Really? Did any of you watch that video when that man was gunned down and think that it was a joke? That he wasn't human? This doesn't add up. This week, Facebook founder and CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, I had a better name to call him, but it wasn't appropriate, admitted the company still has a lot more to do in dealing with this kind of problem. But Facebook did not return a request for comment for this particular story. What about censorship? Feinberg said he'd like to see the internet regulated in a way similar to what you see for broadcast TV. Let me repeat that, just in case you missed it. Feinberg said, I want to say some words again that I shouldn't. Feinberg said he'd like to see the internet regulated in a way similar to what you see for broadcast TV. I really want to just let myself go here, but I try to keep this family friendly. There's got to be some good of some positives out in this heinous act, Feinberg said. Yeah, of course, you can turn a bad thing into something horrible for mankind. The I-Team also reached out to federal lawmakers from the area. Senator Sherrod Brown's office said he'd be open to a discussion about changes in laws as technology changes. The office of Representative Jim Renacci said he'd have to find out more about this before commenting. Well, I don't need to find out more. I see exactly what they're trying to do here. It's a shame, folks. I'm not saying this was a false flag. What I'm saying is whether or not this was a false flag, they're using the opportunity to shut us down. It's a shame.